I'm right now at the Oregon State Capitol, and I'm at the Oregon State Capitol Park. It's actually a state park, part of the park system, and it's the grounds that surround the Capitol building. Right now, the cherry blossoms are in full bloom. As you can see, a lot of people really just enjoy bringing their families down, walking along the park, walking along the pathways. Bringing their pets for a walk. We're going to spend some time walking around the rest of the Capitol grounds because there are more things to see and enjoy and appreciate. This is one of 3 water fountains in the Capitol ground area. This one is called the Capitol Fountain. I've been told by park folks that repairs have been made to the water system, so hopefully we'll be able to see the results of that this summer. What a lot of people don't realize is that underneath this lawn, there is an underground parking structure. My understanding is that once you park your car down here, there are tunnels that connect all of the buildings, including the Capitol building. So with the right set of keys, you can get from one place to the other completely underground. The roots of these trees only have about 24 to 30 inches of soil to grow in. So they're pretty near the end of their life expectancy, sadly. Eventually they'll need to be replaced by newer trees. We're now at the Oregon State Police Fallen Trooper Memorial. It's just adjacent to the wall fountain. It's dedicated to troopers who have given their lives while serving and protecting the citizens of Oregon. The column in front of us, the broken column, represents the lives that were cut short. As you walk around the Capitol Mall Plaza, look down. You'll see some diamonds with some interesting Oregon trivia inscribed in them. Oregon's first 2 Capitol buildings were burned by fire. This is a photo of the second building that burned in 1935. And these columns are the remnants of that building. The previous Capitol building was a domed affair rather than what some people refer to on our building now as a tin can atop of a box. As you can see, the insides were filled with bricks, and then the outside layer of cement and fluting was added afterward. These were constructed at the Oregon State Penitentiary by inmates there to be used in the building of the Capitol building at that time. The imposing figure behind me is Dr. John McLaughlin. He was the chief factor of the British Hudson Bay Company, controlling much of the Pacific Northwest. But when Americans started showing up in droves, he was instrumental in provisioning them, helping them get settled, in a sense working against the company's own best interests. And as a result of his help to the pioneers, they were able to establish a strong foothold in the Pacific Northwest. We also have our own replica of the Liberty Bell. This statue is dedicated to circuit riders. Circuit riders were traveling preachers who went from community to community performing ceremonies, baptisms, weddings. If a young couple wanted to get married, they would need to wait, officially anyway, until the circuit rider came by and was able to perform this ceremonial rites to join them together. In the southwest corner of the Capitol Mall Park area, we have a Vietnam War Memorial for those who lost their lives during the Vietnam conflict. On this wall are listed all the communities who lost sons, brothers, daughters during the Vietnam conflict, the names of the communities and all of the names of the fallen. This memorial represents soldiers returning home from the Vietnam conflict, many of them not injured physically, but carrying hidden wounds that weren't very well understood at that time. Here he faces a wall, you can see through it, but those obstacles as you walk around obscure him as he tries to make his way back home both physically and emotionally and mentally. On the western edge of the Capitol grounds is the World War II monument. On the wall surrounding the monument are the names of all the Oregonians who lost their lives during the World War II. In the center we have a column that's surrounded on the floor of the monument by a map that shows all the different theaters of war. This is an interactive display. There are several points located on this map, each one with a QR code that you can scan and find out more information about particular areas of conflict and happenings during World War II. Beavers were important to the early economic development of Oregon, so naturally, there's a beaver family sculpture. Kids can play on this structure after all. It's dedicated to them. As you walk around the Capitol Park grounds, I hope you enjoy all the trees, flowers, other plants, and multiple gray squirrel sightings. And just in case you get caught in a rainstorm, I'm going to work my way back to the front of the Capitol because the official opening of the Cherry Blossom Celebration will begin there soon. And there's something I want you to see first. Right now, the front steps of the Capitol are temporarily open. They've removed the fencing, but my understanding is that once this weekend is over, they're going to put the fencing back up and continue working on the landscaping in front. They've got most of the construction part done for the steps and the ramps that they built for ADA access, but there's still some touch-up stuff to be done. The front entrance to the Capitol building is flanked by two bas relief statues, one on the left and one on the right, on the western side of the Capitol. The bas relief on the eastern side of the entrance depicts Lewis and Clark, Sacagawea, and if you look closely, you'll see her carrying a bundle. That's her baby Pompey that was born on the trip. They arrived in Oregon in 1805 and spent the winter of 1805-1806 at what they called Fort Clatsop on the northwest coast of Oregon, near the present-day city of Astoria. And this bas relief represents pioneer families arriving in Oregon. This is actually west in this direction. The man in this bas relief is looking east, and I always wonder when I look at him, is he wondering, back home where we left, did I leave the stove on? The official Cherry Blossom Festival begins on the Capitol steps, and for the past several years has begun with the Monmouth Taiko drummers. While the taiko group is performing outside, there are a lot of activities happening inside the Capitol building itself. As you walk into the Art Deco style Capitol and enter the rotunda, your eyes are drawn immediately to the bronze Oregon State seal on the floor. Look up 100 feet, and above you you'll see the ceiling and the interior of the cylindrical dome. Today, the Rotunda in the Capitol hosted a variety of demonstrations and performances, including a martial arts demonstration, a kimono fashion show, and a musical performance that featured a fusion of Western and Japanese instruments. There were also a lot of activities on the second floor, provided by local clubs and vendors, with some tie to Japan and its culture. A couple of clubs demonstrated calligraphy. Vendors gave out samples of soy sauce. And green tea products. Local bonsai aficionados got the chance to show off their projects. There was a game like Pin the Tail on the Donkey, only using facial features instead of a tail. And kids could fish for plastic koi. But as cool as all of this was, my favorite part of celebrating the cherry blossom season came much later in the day. I decided to go back in the evening to see what the cherry blossom trees, the Capitol Park, looked like at night with all the cool illumination from the lanterns and the lights that had been put up by the State Park Service. It was a perfect night. Temperature in the 60s, so comfortable, so gorgeous. I wasn't by myself. Other people were out enjoying the pleasant night as well. These fellows were out with t-shirts and seemed very comfortable sitting on the bench here. I even ran into a couple of folks out enjoying the evening on their bicycles, which were illuminated just like the cherry blossoms. You fit right in with the lights on your bike. Do you mind if I photograph and video these?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So you guys are out celebrating Cherry Blossom Festival?
Well, we're out celebrating the nice weather.
Oh.
We just decided to ride over here to look at the cherry trees.
You almost look like you have a Japanese lantern right there.
Yeah. It's probably more Middle Eastern, but it does all right.
It does look kind of Middle Eastern with the neck and all that. Very cool. And you guys are just out enjoying the nice weather.
Yeah.
Super. Have fun. I am. I did enjoy visiting the Capitol and the Capitol grounds. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click like at the bottom. And we'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy travels, happy adventures.